missed you, come. I love you. I miss my team.
Oh,
and I'll get, yeah. Listen. We're coming back. We're coming harder. We're going home this year, right? We're not playing. We out this summer. All summer. Laman. That means you too. Cause Laman not gonna wear it. Laman don't go nowhere.
He didn't go outside.
He doesn't go anywhere.
COVID restrictions.
Nowhere.
COVID restrictions.
I go out.
Yeah. So it's a lot of good music out now, though. I can tell you that much. A lot of good music out now.
How you know that?
Because I listen to the music even though I haven't been anywhere. I mean, I went out this weekend though.
Where you at?
This weekend was lit. Before we jump into our interview that's coming up, I gotta give y'all a rundown. So, I went to Cocaine, the all-white.
The all-white experience?
Day brunch. It was so dope. Then that was in Brooklyn. That was thrown by Junior P, a vet in the game. And then I went to Pure Connection. That was in Queens after. And then I went to Lana's, which is now called Dubai's now. Formerly known as Queen of the Sea.
So you're going out.
I'm out this summer. I'm on the road. I'm doing the streets this summer.
He was awesome.
Yay. Shout out Queen Sweet Babe all the way from the West Coast. Tuning in right now. Big up DJ Dwayne, our team member. And shout out my lovely JAIRIE Radio team. I missed y'all, but we're back, okay? We got a good lineup for you guys tonight. Later on, in a minute, we're gonna talk to the original dancehall queen Carlene.
There can only be one original. Then.
Yes. The people in my say, "What burn up the road that weekend, yeah." So due to our burn up the road that weekend, yeah, we have to continue to burn up the road, right? The road, okay. That was saying, right? So Carlene has a new show coming out where she's judging like a dancehall contest.
Word.
And it's very, So there have been more dancehall queens before her, but she's put it on the map. You know what I'm saying? She bring it to the garrison for Jamaica and make it blow up for Jamaica. So we got to big her up. So I want to talk to her personally today. We'll get to know her, get to see what she's been up to, and let's talk about what's going on with this show that's coming out. But
she's really the original for our generation.
For our generation.
Because before her,
like the past 20 years.
Yeah. I mean, when people like the whole idea of dancehall queen.
Yeah.
I think she brought that to the fore.
Yeah.
There's something called a dancehall queen. There's somebody called a dancehall queen. So that is why she, people refer to her as the original. Yeah. And I think she deserves it.
I think she deserves it as well. I mean, when you think about dancehall and dancehall videos, all I can see is Murder, She Wrote with Shaka Demus and Flyers. And
True.
And her black outfit with the
What about the movie? What was the movie?
But I mean, that always comes into my head first. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The staple. So like I was saying, we're going to talk to Carlene a little bit, but this wouldn't be flash forward without a little bit of flash files. Look at gossip, right? The people in business, don't.
I love for your people in business.
I love the people in business, but we don't got that much tonight. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown.
Get them something because
them days.
They're really dead for true enough. So listen, Jennifer Lopez has been spotted with Ben Affleck again, this time kissing and tonguing down the place.
Them boring
bud. So there's a confirmation now that them there. They are officially back together.
Me not care.
J-Lo pum pum the rest, we can't tell her that.
Me not business.
It the rest, very active. It coming like she can't take a little lunch break or nothing. Right?
Who should have done it before?
She was engaged to A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, yeah.
Okay.
And they just broke up. But anyway, A-Rod was spotted with his ex last night too. So I don't know. Born for born, don't. Same way so. I did see a story that kind of spooked me out because I want to go to Jamaica soon. But I saw something about Flatbridge. Flatbridge is a little haunted right now. You know, two middle-aged women died in 1 week.
Yeah, but I mean, the
two
story,
car crashes.
Is it a crash? One of them actually went over.
No, the other one drove over.
Yeah.
And a van crashed and they fell over and the woman died. Only the woman died.
But Flatbridge has always been like that. That was one of the reasons they closed it. That's one of the reasons.
It's a Jamaica Abu Bakr.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Flatbridge have a time when they're seeking souls. Maybe this is a time. I don't know. I mean, I got my Flatbridge.
I don't know about that.
Where is Flatbridge, bro?
Hold on, where were you born again?
I was born, then they brought me up here, bro. I keep telling you.
How often do you go to Jamaica from?
Zero. Last time I've been in yard was like, I think I ain't been to Jamaica in like 7 years.
Do you have a Jamaican passport?
No.
Okay.
Got a U.S. passport, but I had it. A Jamaican passport.
Uh-huh.
I've only had a U.S. passport for like 10 years, maybe 12.
Okay.
So you never drove from like Tone to Ochi or...
So when I do go to Jamaica, and it's like a DJing scenario, I would either go to Kingston or I go to Negril, because that's where the festivals are. Follow?
Yeah.
How come you didn't go to Mocha Fest?
Because Bully did out there dealing with it.
Okay.
And Bully did cause him some drama with the whole thing I think.
Oh, he's to blame for that, huh?
Yeah, Bully played Swag Surf that made everybody go crazy, and that's what made the video go viral. It's Bully video that everybody, the whole Jamaican media took and ran with. The president of Jamaica reached...
Prime Minister.
Prime Minister of Jamaica reached...
What is the problem with it?
No, the Prime Minister of
Jamaica.
The people that said they want to fight, yo. Want to fight, Crow.
Why? Because it's the president?
No, just in general.
I mean, I didn't do that. It wasn't me. I didn't do. I mean,
big up Chef Cutter.
Yo, Bully went there. They was DJing. He's booked for something called Mocha Fest. They go to every different like popular country. They go Mexico, Thailand, DR. They went to Jamaica this time.
Yeah,
they went Miami. They went Atlanta.
But they were saying that they didn't want the locals to attend, only the tourists.
True, because and then they try to blame it on like a vaccination scenario.
Oh, so the vaccination scenario, but you prefer the tourists over the locals? Okay.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I was told.
No, you're right. That's how.
So, case in point, party that I keep every night. So the first night or the first day, Bully is the resident DJ for the festival. So because Bully's the DJ for the festival, boom, 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 him did I play. And then when he got to the part where it was Swag Surfing and the place went crazy, video start one. So of course, it's Bully effing up the place, smashing up the place, whatever, right? So that video of Bully and the crowd interaction then reached the Jamaican government.
Okay.
Then
and that's what happened.
That's when it went like.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's my little story.
Shout out Crumb, because he's always keeping us informed.
Yeah, keeping it funky. I mean, we never did that.
Yeah. Big up Sammy got up on the check-in. Shout out DJ Treasure. I'm big up DJ Can Do. His Honolulu party is coming up this Sunday on Father's Day. All right, one more thing going on. There's a big rumor spreading right now that Shensia is allegedly pregnant by Drake.
Who breeds Shensia?
They're saying Drake breeds Shensia, and they're saying that Ramesh started this rumor. I don't believe it, but Shensia has not come forward. Shensia has not come forward to deny the claims that she's pregnant for Drake and she's carrying Drake's baby. I don't believe it, and if it is true, I'm going to be honest, I am hating on this one.
Does she have anybody know like
I'm not approving of this Shensia and Drake situation. Big up Book Zena up on a check-in.
Why would you have a problem with it?
No, because she's a Drake fan.
I see it in my future.
Forget the whole idea of being a Drake brand.
I see it in my future. I see Drake in my future. I'm sorry. When I lose, when I go do my belly, I'm gonna fight him.
Oh, so you feel you have to do your belly to get Drake?
It's sad. These people are that shallow. Yes.
So why would you want a guy who?
Oh, I don't want to do my belly to get Drake. I want to do my belly so I could start feeling comfortable going to more other high.
So you're telling me you're not comfortable with yourself right now?
I'm not 100% comfortable with myself right now. No.
Okay, so you feel like once you do your belly, you can go into Drake's presence and get
into those areas, yes. When I go in my big belly,
yeah, no problem.
And I mean, I'm not shallow. Unfortunately,
what if Drake needs a belly to rub?
Well, I'll keep it.
Cool.
Buxina, sending the song now. All right, so listen, guys. We'll be right back, okay? That was it for Flash Pop. That was it.
Flash Pop.
And I'm going with Drake.
When we return for 60 seconds, we'll have none other than the one and only
CARLENE. Dancehall Queen CARLENE. That's that. We'll be right back.
Hotter than the rest. Better than the rest. Hotter than the rest. Can't test. Make we go in a the right up in nice like it door. Set you for your need, not for score. Set the ball door when you wine, watch it goal. Girl, you are me queen, and me wife, and me. Your money for your street, for your right, for your rule. Could do the free every night. Sachi for you, for you. Chanel, put her two to my bowl. Tell you what, hotter than the rest. Tell you better than the rest. No girl, can't test. Mind see me baby, kick out your foot away you have in stop. Tight and right, tell you have in stop. Good, tell you have in stop. Tight and right, tell you have in stop. Kick. Man a dance all new topic.
think what daydream, use the mix. All of them talk, it better you get that this a kind of sister, you're more full of shit. 100 million, no sense. Sell them like a place from a store, them city. Them I left my gun, I'm rolling with it. Up a couple million, girl, I call them for me. Oh, some boy for one, when me know them really. I'm a girl, I'm on my feet, one gold, them chippy. Rich like the boy, them was sell dope in Philly. I'm a rich girl, locked down, I'm a robe in Chile. Clearly. Some boy, them vex true, every day me touch road, me and them lady. When I live like baller. Man, I gotta decide. Your girl is me sharp, like a define. Some boy on the lock still back at the time. Set them a fire, drop up on a fire missile. That's show me fresh every day. Miami style. Some boy, watch, follow me style. 100 million, tell me I'm start up the fine. And if that knock, make my money talk for me no borrow, my buy up, so I am. If my broke a man in my banger, my pick up dial, one of my client. Me have couple, I'm a friend. A top scam, a grab card. Come make the two cook aside. No, no, it's no card. Alright, pull up in a the beam up. Hennessy and cranberry, the killer no drink boom. Gyal a boom to the rhythm, say she want Red Bull. I say she have a good and say she not talk soon. Uptown, listen good at 30 for make shoot. Rich badness, we no smell like in a cook. Some boy grew up in a house like America Kush. We bad long time from we little barefoot and we all a take load enough gyal in a me lane. Look like back road, yo, seeing where the weed better carry half pound. The one when name loud and even have sound, yo, J-Gang. My circle no grounds and nothing never stuck a throat like fishbone. Badness well known, them a say me too cheap like Chinese phone. Me have a billion, a million, a me cologne. Clean to the bone, up in the crime zone. Tell us the thing tough like big stone. 6 when me touch the road, my rims strong. Find your man, me see your baby picture fuller. Find your man, me see you walk on your shoulder. Girl, your sexiness a multiply as you get older. You come fit, you know no water for your school, Canada. But the California, you're no shit. Like Arizona, more like Coca-Cola. So you rock the firm, me feel it good.
Mr. Crump the Nerd! You heard?
When you see your girl say Ebola, Ebola, Ebola. I wanna give you chatting and a sleeping and I wanna come catch. Pan your back, pan your back, pan your shoulder. Sit down, balance, balance. Come sit down, balance, balance. Sit down, balance. Come sit down, balance, balance. Them no ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready, them no ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready, them no ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready. Your ear and your clothes and your money and your belly. Ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready, them no ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready, them no ready for you, them no ready for you, them no ready. Anything but
Hello, Carlene.
Yo.
You.
Welcome to Flash Forward.
Carlene!
Wagwan. Carlene,
All right.
Norman Lynch and my DJ, Mr. Crump the Nerd.
Mr. Crump the Nerd! You heard?
You guys, Carlene looks beautiful as ever.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
So, Carlene, how are you? What's going on?
I am great. So I'll first correct both 1, 2, 3. I think who is behind, I can't see him. I am the first to create Dancehall Queen. It never existed until 1992. I created it. Always in dancehall, you had dancing competition. That's way before me. That's from probably the 70s, right? But never in the history of dancehall was there any dancehall queen. So let's just straighten that out. It's not alleged, it's fact. I created it. It was a fashion clash we had in 1992, April, and we did Uptown versus Dancehall. And I represented Dancehall and Miss Jamaica World. At the time, Erica Carr, she represented Uptown. And the class came and the people kept saying, I won. So when the announcer was trying to figure out what should he title me, I went and I told him, because I was in a contest with a beauty queen, I chose to be the dancehall queen. And it sprung right there, April 12, 1992, and I kept doing it.
Oh, so it's a fashion show competition thing.
Yeah. It was fashion, but with the fashion we dance. Instead of just ramp walking, we dance. So, and came, as she said, you know, the videos came and I created the dance, the butterfly, and I just kept going. So just to whoever misunderstood too out there, dancehall queen never existed before I created it.
I'm feeling a bit of girl power there because she pointed out that I did say it. It was 1992 actually where, you know, she brought it, I would say, from the, you know, kind of made the, it was usually among the garrisons, you know, whatever the dancing competition was, and she created the whole dance hall queen stigma in 1992. That is correct, Carlene.
Well, it's more than a stigma. I think she created a culture. You know, it's a culture in itself, and you have to be credited for it. I don't think enough information about that
is around.
It's on media, yeah. So we wouldn't know. So when we did say it, we never really did mean it. So you have to take time with me.
No, this is why I said let me correct you, because you know it's there, but not people don't dwell on things like that. So yes, that's why I started to say let me correct you. Can I hear you guys? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. We just letting you.
I wasn't hearing you.
We just, yeah.
So Carlene, since we're talking about, you know, the whole beginning of it, tell us exactly how you got into the dance. So I know you were into pageants and things like that at first. You were the beauty queen, of course. I can see why, but
no, she said no.
No, so you weren't in the pageants?
Nope.
It was your passion. Okay, so what's
I went straight. Growing up, my sister Pinky's who I always, you know, wanted to follow and be like. She dated Tiger in the 80s, and me being her younger sister, you know, I used to tag along, and my father would allow her as my bigger sister to take me places. It was always put on me for them wanting me to enter beauty contests, but I was a rebel at heart and I was not interested. That was just too overdone, and everybody did a beauty contest. So I chose otherwise. So I opted to leave the beauty contest thing to the beauty queens who just wanted to be another person. At 50, about 12 or 13 years old, I said I wanted to be a household name in Jamaica. So I started to think in my head, how am I going to do that? So hence came Dancehall Queen.
Oh, wow. Wow, okay.
Different.
Right?
Different.
Wow, okay. So Carlene, how did you said that you started your sister and everything like that, I get it. But when did the competition things begin? When did it start taking place?
The first day we had the fashion clash, 1992, April 12th, 1992. We had a fashion clash, something I had created, you know, put together with 4 other girls representing dancehall and 4 other girls representing Uptown, you know, because they were the Miss Jamaica World, Miss Jamaica Fashion Model, you know, perfect girls. And in dancehall, you know, we have big breasts, big body, big belly, big everything in dancehall, and we just did our thing. So it started there with me and the 4 other girls representing dancehall. We started out with fashion and music and dance.
Okay, okay.
So we kept having the clashes, and I kept winning, and I kept winning, and I kept winning, and it just started to go.
Who did you beat? What were the people them time there?
So at the time, Miss Jamaica World, Erica Carr, you can Google it. Yeah, she was Miss Jamaica World. She was one of the top models. You had another girl, Michelle, another model. So this is who we were clashing, and you know, the crowd kept choosing who won, and the crowd kept choosing us, the dancehall representatives. So hence comes this title.
Is the term dancehall queen patented?
Yes, it is.
Who owns it?
I do.
Bra, 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 bra. Hey, no, listen.
I knew you were smart, Carlene. I knew.
That is smart.
That is smart because she created it.
So next year, Carlene, is 2022, which is 30 years since.
Yes.
anything planned for 2022?
Yes, I do, because each year is a big deal. But for you to be still current, I'm on your show, which is a new hot hip show in New York. It says a lot. It says I'm still relevant. I'm still want to be learned up, talk to and talk about and learn more on me. So I have to say, yeah. So next year, I definitely will invite you guys to. Hopefully, Jamaica will be open.
Yeah, COVID need for free.
We have a pandemic all over the world, but we have curfew, and so entertainment is.
Quiet for
I'm
us.
hoping by a couple months' time, the government might say, okay, let's open entertainment. The rivers are open, the beaches are open, the churches is still closed, so is dancehall still closed.
Dance luck.
So I know. So April 2022 is round about what? April, May, June, 10 months away. So you're saying there are already plans afoot once everything opens up.
Yes.
You'll be able to keep. Okay, that would be great. Like I would definitely. That is something I would look forward to. Going to in Jamaica in April.
Yeah, but where in Jamaica, or what do you think it would be?
It really doesn't matter, and I just think that the 30th anniversary celebration.
It will be at Mecca. There's a club in Kingston, Jamaica, called Mecca. It's in Marketplace in Kingston, and that's where it would be.
That's New Kingston?
No, man, and that's
Constant Spring Road.
It's next to CVM TV.
You know what I did?
Right next to CVM.
Yeah.
And you're saying tracks on Bold Records.
Right.
We'll be there, Carlene, no doubt.
I really hope the pandemic freezes up, as you'd say, and the next year we'll be able to open up and even just ensure that this event can happen, because that's a huge milestone. That's 3 decades in the business, 3 decades being a household name. How do you handle that?
If you stay real to who you are, I don't like controversy. I don't like mix up. I don't like anything negative. So I avoid those. They're there. And if you just do what your purpose is here to do, I think you could survive anything and revolve as the time changes. You change and find things to change with, find programs, find things to entertain the times as changing. You'll be fine.
Right. As you talk about evolving, and you're getting older, you're getting wiser, and you're reinventing yourself. We're going to talk about your new project in a bit. But you say you don't like mix up, you don't like nothing like that. But do you ever find yourself in that?
Drama?
But how do you stay relevant? Is it your looks, or like how do you stay relevant?
Because I do have interesting content that people want to know about, want to feed into the positive energy. I do things that leads to that. I had a talk show in Jamaica. It was a #1 talk show, Our Voices, where I talk about current issues. Always had dancehall in the mix. Move On had a radio program. I do have an internet program, Sex and Dancehall, where I mix with everybody, just to see the fun side of people in the industry. Right. So yeah, you don't have to be mixed up to keep relevant. I don't care if I have 1 follower or 1 million followers, but it's not going to be you're following me because, I have nothing to do and I just want to create things that will feed your thirst. No.
As I mentioned, Our Voices, which year was that?
It started in 1992 and ended in 2007. I'm sorry, 2002 and ended in 2007.
When was
and I will be having reruns coming soon on YouTube.
When was Deuces Wild? Was it Deuces Wild?
No, I had Color Me Singles.
Color Me. You were on another show though. I'm trying to remember when I was much, much younger. I remember you being on.
So you had Tracks, you had Royal Palm Estate, you had oh my God, name it, and I was on it when you were younger.
Yeah, you've been working.
You have to sit with him. His memory's going.
So, you've been working. But
I mean, I don't want to dive too much into negativity, but you were saying earlier you don't really deal with the negativity. So I want to know, how do you handle some of the negative feedback? For example, they used to say that you're so pretty and so beautiful, but you can't dance, and that you only got the dancehall queen title because you're so beautiful. How did you even deal with that and answer those things?
You think I care? You think I care? Listen, I have been all around the world dancing, so somebody likes it. It's not for who don't like it, it's for who likes it. Dancing is movement from your head to your toe. So what might be dancing? I created a dance move that is 30 years old next year, that is still being done today, the butterfly. So let's see who can't dance from who can. Okay? So you expect everybody to do the same, then, you know, yeah.
That dance is being revamped every year in hip hop dances and every other culture.
Flash.
No, hold on,
Flash.
Carlene. I'm going to admit
that's what I'm
something.
saying.
Wait, that's the first dance that the girls have learned. The butterfly.
No,
if you want to turn up a dance, they have to learn the butterfly.
No, but I'm gonna say something. I'm going to confess something, Carlene. I did not know you were this sharp. You are sharp. I was about to say shady, but it's not shade.
It's sharp.
It's sharp because no, think about it. Think
Shut up
about
business.
it. Shut up business. That's one.
Yeah.
And two, she made a very, very valid point. A lot of persons are going around, oh, I'm a dancer, I'm this, I'm that. But what like, tell me the dance where you invent. Show me the dance that you have invented. And 30 years later, it is still relevant. That's good stuff.
Them days.
I always say, not everybody's gonna like you. You understand? And if I post something, just being given an example, and I have 100 comments, and there's 10 bad and 90 good, you think I have time for the 10 bad? I have time to send the kisses and the hearts to my 90 good because I won. So there's always going to be someone who wants to be seen and heard. There's always going to want to be someone who wants to be in my position, that in 29 years, they will be on a radio show talking about what they have done. No, it's one thing to be a star, but it's a whole thing to be the legend of a star. I created what I'm representing. I'm not following. I'm not picking up. I'm not continuing. I created. And what I have created is all around the world representing my country, Jamaica. And that was my motive. That was my aim. That was my intention. And I won.
As you mentioned butterfly, you have a question you want to go?
No, it's gonna lead into something else. So go ahead.
As you mentioned butterfly, there was again when I was growing up, there's a song that I love a lot. Butterfly, butterfly.
It's the song.
A video that I'm in, Baron Lee and the Dragonaires and Admiral Bailey.
Are you getting royalties from that?
No, it's not. I didn't own that song. So you know how royalties done it. So who owns the song?
Right, but I mean the feature of the song, the theme of the song was all around your dance.
Yeah.
Right. I'm in the song. I'm in the video. So at the time you understand being paid, move on. Because remember, you don't pay for watching a video. You pay for playing the music.
Music,
so
right.
It's not my song. I don't own the song. And remember, the word butterfly is also a word. So you can't just own a word.
Right.
Okay.
And I purposely didn't own the dance for not have anybody else do it. That wouldn't make any sense. So I wanted everybody to do it, and I got that.
You know this lady sharp though. You know this lady sharp. No, I'm just sharp.
So she can't, Carlene, she can't bust a one little move still? Show us the dance that she invented? Yeah.
Maybe she's not set up for that.
I want to talk about the show coming up. What's in your glass?
What's in your cup?
Orange juice.
Orange juice and white rum?
I don't drink alcohol. Never have.
Well, you see, that is why your skin looks that good.
Oh.
All right, as of today,
So my skin don't look good?
So Carlene, like I was saying. All right, so I want to dive into the show because, like I said before, 30 years later, it's still buzzing. It's still buzzing and blazing. It's still raining. That's dancehall queen, the original dancehall queen. So tell us about this new show that will continue to create more dancehall queens that you have coming up.
So it's going to be in the format of a competition. So what I've started now is for people to start auditioning so they can send their tapes, you know, showing what they can do to my Instagram page, Dancehall Queen Carlene, and the Instagram page, Slow Wine. So we're going to start taking in to put what we're going to be doing together. It will be in a format of like a TV show. So it's not going to be the regular, but there will be a night of a winner. So there's the dancehall queen. So you will be called and crowned. There will be a winner crowned on the night, whichever the day is, because I'm still putting the stuff together, waiting for the government to open. So the winner will win a crown and a title, dancehall queen, $1 million, and a lot of other endorsement.
Oh wow!
So what's the Instagram website that people should be following to enter?
Dancehall Queen Carlene.
Yeah, follow me, Carlene.
Dancehall Queen Carlene on Instagram.
Are you following me on Instagram?
We don't know, Carlene.
Are you like you sent me a little? You sent me a little. You sent me a little chups earlier. Are you following me on Instagram?
I'm not sure, but I am polite and I'm like that. I will, if you say something nice, I will be nice back.
Okay, make sure you follow.
And also go to the Slow Wine page because they're the sponsor, title sponsor for the competition.
How you spell the Slow Wine so we can follow it on?
Champagne, come on, come. My dog is barking. Hold on.
But the dog named Champagne.
Yeah, that's her color.
I was watching, Carlene, I was watching an interview with you the other day with a representative from Slow Wine. How did that merger, that partnership come about? Okay,
so Whirlwind Entertainment International, which is who is the owner of Slow Wine, Mr. Michael Dawson and the team. I've been the brand ambassador for Whirlwind Entertainment / House of Dancehall from 2017. And I'm always trying to create something that makes my culture, especially dancehall, lives on. And they're right there to back me in everything that my creative mind, have to explore. So they were there to say, okay, just tell me what you want to do, and I'm there to do it with you. I'm sorry you guys not drinking Slow Wine, because you would be, trust me, I've heard, I've not tasted, but everybody who's had it is like, whoa. There's people who have had it that says it makes them very horny.
Is there any way you can get that to me, Carly?
I will try. I will try, because we still waiting on the license for shipment for overseas. But somebody can take it to you from Jamaica. I can't send it to you.
Members is coming up. I know somebody coming up soon.
Yes. Oh, and of course, I have my sweet potato pudding. Yes.
Send me that too.
Yeah.
So
I will bring it in and cut it on the show so we can all review it. Got you.
Please do.
What show will be on? What network will the show be appearing on? Will it air on?
It's not a network. It's a private new TV station that's in existence. Oh my God, how could I forget? TV Jamaica. It's okay. I'll send you everything. My brain. And we're still in.
9 out of 10. I want to be involved. I'm going to be involved. I will be involved. But what I'm saying is that, what about social media? Are you going to find a way for it to air somewhat on social media at the same time? That'd be a good idea, right?
I can't say it yet, because when you spend a lot of money doing a production, you don't just want to throw it out on social media. You want to at least get back what you have created and spent doing the production. So I can't say if it will be, but there'll be teasers, of course, on social media. The aim is to have you go to the TV network and watch it on our TV network.
Right.
Good idea.
I want to go back to the interview that I saw you on the other day. I think it's on your Instagram as well. And I remember the representative talking about, what slow wine does. She was saying what it did to a particular girl and all. And I also glimpsed for the first time your pie is a is a pie or pudding.
Pudding.
Right.
Pudding.
Sweet potato pudding.
Yeah.
What inspired you to get into that?
All right, so I'm a vegetarian, and my dad, who is no longer with me, he's dead. I like to be different. So I have a lot of sisters, no brothers. So I would make stuff from my father. And I'm always just thinking, nobody gave me the recipe. And he's also was also a vegetarian and a very strict one. So I found ways to make different things, and anyone that he would go off on or love and want, I would keep making them. So this is like 15, 16 years old. And that one stood out for him. He was always requesting the sweet potato pudding. So then it started to reach to my friends and family. So I'm always making it for them. In 2017, however, I started as a business. So at House of Dancehall, we used to be in Cargill Avenue, but because of the pandemic, everything is closed down. So I started it in 2017, and it was a big seller on a Friday night when we had the food night. So, the pandemic came in and you're home. So the people who used to come and get their sweet potato puddings were like, no, I can't do without it. So you have to find a way to start sending it up to us. So, when you check on the shipping costs, it wasn't feasible for me to send 1 or 2 puddings. And, I started, my daughter and my niece and my nephew in New York started to say, no, you need to do this. It's worth it. So that's how it started.
Awesome. How often, as you mentioned, your niece in New York and stuff, how often, when last have you gone on a mission, a tour, an overseas venture as CARLENE Dancehall Queen?
2018. So I did couple things in Canada. So I went to Toronto and Montreal and Vancouver in 2018.
Oh, nice. You have evolved into a very interesting businesswoman, I would say. Any of your ventures involve like speaking or like motivational speaking or anything of that nature? Because for some reason, just by doing this interview, and for the past week or so, I've been going through your Instagram page and stuff. For some reason, I get the feeling that I would not mind sitting down for a good hour listening to you, just listening to your experiences. Have you ever done anything of that sort?
I've been doing that from 1995. So I've been doing lectures at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica. I've gone to Russia, speaking, teaching the butterfly dance move. And I still do it. So every now and then there's a Zoom meeting. Before I used to go in person, and it never ended.
Right.
I like that because for some reason, like the places like in Europe, like Russia, Sweden, they're really big on dancehall. Like they have dancehall courses and classes and everything, dancing classes. They're really big. Women go to Jamaica all the time and perform all the time. So that was a very good trip. So CARLENE, back to the show really quick, because Laman has a way of he has a million questions. He's loving you right now. Laman don't ask nobody nothing. I'm telling you right now. I let him like you, okay?
I can't even see him, because something is blocking him on my screen.
Oh my God, Laman. Bring your big head right there. You see CARLENE? Head now. You see it?
I'm here.
CARLENE, you see me though, right?
I'm seeing you clearly.
All right. I'm just making sure you see me.
So CARLENE, tell us what are the credentials for the show, to enter in the Dancehall Queen contest? Because of course it's not a ticky kind of contest. This is being judged by the first real Dancehall Queen. So I'm sure there's a little more class to this contest.
It's as I said something and a lot of people took it offensive. I don't know why. So on my page when, you know, the minute it hit, some people DM me to say, oh my God, I would love to enter the competition, but I can't dance on my head. I can't do this. I can't do that. So I said in an interview with the Star, you know, that it's not about dancing on your head. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't dance on your head. I'm saying you could win and you still can't dance on your head. Dancing don't mean dancing on your head. It's a package. So it's your presentation of your clothing, the way you look in your clothes, and of course, dancing. So it's the criteria, the age is 18 to 35, and you must be able to dance. So if you can dance on your head, you're welcome. And if you can't dance on your head, you're still welcome, because dancing doesn't stop at dancing on your head. And I can dance on my head.
What about whining?
I can.
Do they have to have a credential? Do they have to be able to whine?
Of course. And what dancehall representers?
Dancehall now, there's so many dancers now are just doing a bunch of new dances. No one's really, a lot of them are not really whining. They're doing the flips and everything, the head tops and things like that.
You're gonna be able, that's why I stress on dancing. And dancing is movement from the head to the feet, right? Dancing is going to the rhythm. So I'm not going to tell you that if you're creative and acrobatic that you could win, because it's a package, but you must be able to dance. And in dancehall, whining is the key to dancing.
I agree. So are you familiar with a few of the new, I would say, DHQs they have out now? I know a lot of them, none of them really have been certified dancehall queen, but are you familiar with the younger generation of the DHQs?
Them are, because they did win a dance competition. So like Dancehall Queen Cher.
Most of them, but aren't all of
them. Dancehall
are.
Queen Cher does my hair.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do. There's some of them that's very respectful to me and about me, and you know, credit me for their existence. There's probably some that won't, because not everybody's gonna like you. Doesn't matter who you are. So I am Dancehall Queen Q Bun.
Yeah.
I love Renee 630.
Yes, Renee.
I love Chinny Unique. I love most of the ones I know. Some of them I really don't know. So, but at every chance I get from way back, not today, I find ways to hire them. I look for jobs for them. You know, if they want certain things, I reach out. So a few of them I know from working with. There's one, Pinky. She's called Pinky. Yeah, there's a head top. Yeah, I've worked with a few of them by, you know, I try to make sure their space is still in existence. I was having the first road march ever, again, a dancehall road march. It would have been last year, July, but because again, the pandemic, it's been postponed, not canceled, postponed. So I will still be having it, hopefully by December, but you get the dates. And I had Dancehall Queen Nikisha. I had Marvin the Beast. I had Shelly Belly. I had Latanya. I had Renee 630. I had Cher Luxury Doll. I had Pinky. I had Ed Top. Please, I don't forget. I have Stacy Expression. Yeah, I try to get the dancehall. You know, they also have contribute. You know, I started something and I was lovely and happy to see my babies, because that's how I see them. They might not be all I want them to be, but that's okay. They still stand for dancehall.
Right. You seem to have everything like down packed, you know, and I love it. But as you mentioned, the dancehall road march, I think, first of all, I think that's a fantastic idea. I think that's a great idea, but everything happens for a reason. You know, you wanted to do it last year, you couldn't get it done last year. It gives you some more time to plan and prepare. I think that 30th anniversary, that 30th year, you could fill a week, you could have a month-long, you know, celebration, and
we are going to have a month-long celebration.
So if the road march can't happen in December, just bring it to April of next year. I think it's going to be a fantastic initiative. You know, Dancehall Queen 30. I think Jamaica needs that type of entertainment. It needs that type of you know, thing on the entertainment lives. Yeah. There's a meme out on social media where they are depicting Jamaican dancers nowadays, and they have this guy jumping out of a helicopter or a plane, and
talking about Marvin,
and diving down onto what is supposed to be his partner. As you mentioned, you know, your competition that is coming up. You said everybody, they just should be able to dance, and you're not going to discriminate, you're not going to be prejudicial or anything. But how do you feel about the type of dance that currently exists in dancehall, where persons are jumping from the top of speaker boxes to the floor, and you know, ladies are getting damaged and all that? What's your, because when I see you dance, even I just couldn't, like, there was nothing lewd about it. I just think that you dance with grace. Even when I think of a butterfly is so graceful. Whenever you dance, there's not too much effort, and it looks good. You know, it's effortless, and you look good, and it just looks tasteful. What do you think of like dance in now?
You see, the time changes. New millennium look like, I think the moon got bigger and swelled waves, and everything just appeared to be going real fast. Different stroke for different folks. It's not something I enjoy watching, because as you say, for me, dancing is an art. But again, it's what they accept, because then or no, there's no way a man could be jumping from anywhere on me. So it's what they accept. I'm not disagreeing or agreeing with it. It's not something I like, because I wouldn't be doing that, but it's up to them, because remember, you still have the right to not let that happen. So I'm thinking, you know, both sides, the female and the male, likes it why somebody's doing it, because in anything you're doing, if there's nobody to support it, you wouldn't do it, right? So there is a market for that, and I'm okay if they're okay. Things don't bother me that does not concern me in certain level. I do wish that they would be very more careful and cautious, because people are getting hurt.
I'll be honest, if elevation, motivation, and minding your business was a person, it would be Carlene.
But not, yeah,
she gave me a big answer.
I agree, but Carlene, I want you to be honest with us. I really want you to be honest with us. Are you sure you're only Carlene dancehall queen and Carlene businesswoman? Because the way in which you're gobbling up these questions and answers, it is almost like,
no man, she represents
politician.
Dance. No, she
HR manager. Is because the balance, the way in which you think and process certain things, and maybe that is why you have so many people respect you. Because
been coming going so long.
Yeah, she represents dancehall to a different degree, so she can talk towards dancehall's history, and you know,
The chairman.
Yeah.
You know,
chairwoman.
Chairwoman, you know what I mean.
I'm 160% impressed with this interview.
I'll be honest with you.
Thank you.
When me and Carlene was on the phone, I could not stop talking about how gracious Carlene is, you know? And I love it, but this is who you are, and I'm glad it's how you got so far. But Carlene, let me ask you a question, right? If your daughter, now, you have one daughter, correct?
Yes.
How old is she? Do you mind?
22.
22.
She's 22.
Okay.
Carlene could have been a bigger one. Yeah, man.
Carlene.
Yeah, man. Is up
Her daughter's 20. Yeah, her daughter's 22. You know her daughter. I'm sorry, I'm mixing Carlene. Her daughter's dad is epic too. Carlene is a legend.
Yeah. What's her dad?
You don't know who Carlene's daughter's dad is. Carlene, can I talk? You want me to tell them? Because they acting like they.
Remember, I'm the Yankee over here.
Carlene's daughter's dad is Beanie Man.
Oh, okay.
Carlene is epic. You know, legendary. So what I want to know is, being that you're daughter's father is a legend in the industry as well. King of dancehall, I would say. Besides Cartel, of course, but you know, that's another conversation, Carly.
No,
But
no,
the
you
original
have
King
to.
of dancehall, yes. Beanie Man. If your daughter came to you today and said, Mom, I don't want to do what I'm doing. I want to be in dancehall. I want to follow your footsteps. I want to create. I want to, I want to engage in dancehall. I want to engage into my culture. I want to start following your path. What would you say to her?
First of all, be yourself. Don't follow me. Do it because this is what you want to do. Don't follow anybody. Be yourself. And if dancing or dancehall queen is what she wants, I would embrace her. I think I've done myself proud. I've done my country proud. I've done my culture proud. So I would be, wow, she's in the University of the West Indies. And I would love if she could dance. She can't dance. Let's just clear that up. In my road march, she modeled my most iconic outfit. So this is how much my daughter is a part of what I do. She wore the outfit from the Shakademus Implies Murder, She Wrote video.
With the rivets?
She wore the gold outfit. So this is to show that I am proud of who I am, and I would be even more proud of her being who she is. Not because she wants to just follow me.
Yeah. No, the reason why I asked is because she has two parents, born and bred in this industry. So it's only natural that she might have some kind of urge for it, some kind of, burning fire or flame for it. But she doesn't. She likes to do the business side. Like she's in New York now, Crystal, my world. She's in New York now. And if she was here, she would have been the one that's doing this. I have my little Jada, Crystal Jada is representing for you. Yeah. So if that's what she wanted to do, and I saw that from day one, I would have encouraged it, I would have nurtured it, and I would have guided her the correct way, as I've been down that road already. But fortunately or unfortunately, she has no interest. You can't, can you see this? Yes. Nice. Oh,
that's Crystal.
No, I know who Crystal is because I know that I was paying attention to all the stuff she was doing at the university. Nice. Go, Crystal. And thanks to Jada for connecting you. Thank you so much. Shout out Jada. What are you gonna say?
Yeah. When as K Flash mentioned, Crystal and Crystal's dad and you being who you are. When somebody, looks at you and say, or when somebody's in your presence and they say, or they should say they're among dancehall royalty, how does that make you feel?
Like I'm on cloud nine. Very proud, very honored. I don't take it for granted that anybody needs to love and respect what I've done and what I continue to do. So the fact, if anybody on my Instagram page can tell you, doesn't matter who you are, and you send me a message, not talking about the perverts and the ones that's being rude, because I don't answer those. You can ask anybody. I if it's even a kiss, that little emoji kiss, I send. I honor people's love and admiration to me and for me. You don't owe me anything. So the fact you take time out to, like what I've done and like what I'm doing, I'm honored.
Right. I noticed that Jamaica is a country where classism is a big thing, colorism is a big thing, and you're a brownie. Like somebody look at you and say, "There's a brown in that." Do you think it has? First of all, let me qualify my question with. I'm going to qualify my question with a statement first, right? I saw Carlene at a restaurant. It's 52 Dumbarton Avenue. 52 Dumbarton Avenue. I forgot the name of the restaurant. But
yes, Terry's.
Yeah?
Terry's.
Terry's. You're having conch. And you were just, it's somebody, so you're somebody who would say is down to earth then. If you understand, which is very, very good. So do you think that sometimes you get a bad rap because, and you're not really given your due, because persons may say, oh, because she brown, oh, because she pretty?
As it goes back, I don't care. I work hard, I think hard, and I love my friends and family endless. I respect people to the fullest. And I'm very mindful to what I would say to something I don't like or like. So I don't care. I'm going to tell you, I have put the dues in and I have been rewarded. I've gotten an award from Stone Love, the biggest sound system out of Jamaica.
Right.
Pulse, the biggest fashion house out of Jamaica.
In the Caribbean.
Right? No, I have gotten award from Coric, a new woman representative honoree to honor women. But the biggest of all, I am in the Jamaica time capsule. Let me explain for who don't understand what that means. It means from a time a country has become independent, 100 years of things that has made a significant mark on that country. Dancehall Queen CARLENE Smith is in that time capsule. So you think I'm going to stop to think who likes me or don't like me? As I said, I don't do controversy. So I try to stay on the, don't think if you say something and I have an opinion, I'm not going to give it. I'm very blunt, I'm very open, and at the same time respectful for people's feelings and I don't just, oh, I don't like that girl because why? I don't know her. So I'm not that kind of character. So I'm in the Jamaica time capsule. So far, the only female that's inducted in that time capsule. I know with time they'll put more. So I'm in the likes of governor generals, the prime ministers of Jamaica. So I'm not talking about something that they just dragged up and you can see it on. It's not something I'm making up. The Jamaica government has awarded me from the Time Reggae Gold Award. I was honored last 2019 for my contribution to my country and culture. So you think I'm going to stop to think of some petty person that's just thinking negative because I was born brown? I credit the Lord and my mother and father for how I look. Yeah. I've never bleached my skin, so I owe no explanation. I can't change who I am in appearance because I was created this way. So if somebody's gonna have me up, which I've heard over and over, that I am where I am because I'm brown, I would take that over sleeping around any day.
Right. She's right.
Right. Exactly. And you know, that's why I really wanted to ask. The question because I believe that clarification and you speaking about it from your perspective is very important. By the way, CARLENE, is there a fan on in your room?
Yes.
Okay, no, don't stop. No, I'm not hearing it. It's just that your hair is moving like a Beyonce music video. And I'm like, what is going on here?
trying to be a little diva.
Everything.
And I want to also tell you there is a young man by the name of Akeem Smith. I met him about 5 years ago, very impressed with him. He has been doing the study on dancehall culture. He has an exhibition that started last year from New York City. I was in Times Square on a billboard. Yes, this little Jamaican was in a big picture with me dressed in an outfit on the snow in Times Square. And Akeem Smith, who has been doing a lot of research, he has pictures of dancehall, culture from way before me, and he's doing an exhibition. It's now in Detroit as we speak, where he showcased the authenticness of dancehall in its raw and growing stage. So it has pictures of all the dancehall representatives from the 80s, 90s, and a few in the beginning of the millennium, and pieces like those big gold jewelry to teach the younger ones who wants to learn. Right. Because I think what's missing in dancehall is a lot of them who is representing dancehall, they have no clue of what it is. And if you go to school, for you to pass your whatever topic you're being, interested in, you should study on the topic you're doing. So I think what's missing from a lot of dancehall goers, especially the ones who want to do it as a job, they don't know the history.
Okay. So Carlene, I have a question though. I know that we were, diving into your business and everything like that, but I just remember something I really want to get into real quick. It's about the show. Do you mind? I wanted to know who the judges were going to be on the show.
Well, we're going to have a wide panel of judges. It's not finalized because we're still right now in audition stage. And I can tell you, I'm a fair and real person. I've been judging the Jamaica, they have a dance competition in Jamaica Independence, and I've been the chief judge for the last 6 years. And since when I went there the first year, the crowd didn't boo the winner. And for this, the organizers said, no, who was, responsible for this? And the other 5 judges say it was me. So I am fair, and I'm going to look for the criteria that's going to be there, because you'll see when you enter the competition what's needed. And based on that, you will be chosen. But I also should let you know that there are spaces for runner-ups, because I will be having an brand ambassador for different things. I am trying to make sure that dancehall, the culture of dancehall in the female aspect of it, still lives on. The girls talk to me, they tell me about their views, they tell me about not getting work, they tell me about getting work, not being paid for it. So it's really not fair. For us to come out any given night, it costs a lot of money. Okay. For you to be on top, you must present a certain look. Mark you, they need to learn that the look don't have to be that expensive. Yeah, be original, be creative. When I used to go into a dance hall, you would never find somebody wearing my outfit, because I make it specifically for the night of what I'm doing. So you only can copy the outfit after I've worn it. So that's, those are things I would look for, people being creative, not just dancing.
All right. And like you said before, the criteria was pretty much just dancing. But is there like a certain format that you want to present with the show? Like, are you going to say, well, this is dance hall, this is another kind of, like not all dance hall is just whining.
No. So you get a chance. No. So it's going to be structured. It's going to be segment. So there will be a part for you to show your creativity in your appearance. That's one criteria to show how you look in terms of not brown, not black, not big bottom, not small breast. That's not the criteria. Just how you present the package that you have to be, because you don't want what's already there to be another winner. You want something different. So the way you look, the creativeness of your dancing, of course, probably a choreographed piece. Your presentation of how you bring the dance that you have forth to the light, and just being your style. Because that's the word queen, which all women are, tells you the difference from a dancehall dancer. It's 2 different things. If you notice any competition that has queen in it, it usually have at least 4 sections.
She's right. It's 4 different sections of each event. All right, so Carlene, besides, I know Champagne made a cameo. Hi, Champagne. So Carlene, my question, what else? I know you got the show coming up. I know you have, all the other work that you're doing, all the speaking and the different presentations and stuff like that, and the different shows you're doing. What else are you working on for the summer? Because, the show's a good long-term thing, but what about this summer? Summer 2021, post-pandemic, everyone was locked in the house. How are you trying to, you're already relevant, but how are you going to be out there and let everyone aware, let everyone know that you have something coming up? What are you going to do this summer?
Well, with all with social media, with all these interviews, you know, everybody helps one, helps the other. So we're gonna give prizes. Even although the auditions has started, I don't know when they're gonna end because, as I said, we won't have a date set until the country's open because we want everybody to be a part of it. The competition is open to anybody across the world. It doesn't matter, but you have to be in Jamaica. So, you know, Slow Wine, we'll be teasing stuff. We'll be giving away stuff, question and answer, just to keep it relevant so people can know it's here and we're here to stay.
This was a very good enlightening interview. Honestly, talking to you, I've gotten a different Lawman. And Will wants to say something.
Yeah, I have another question. What inspires you?
On a daily basis or just overall?
You could give me both of them.
I was brought up with my stepdad, and as a tender age, he made me felt special in terms of, you know, this is not my father, but this man loved me and adored me, not in any perverted way. And my family, my sisters, you know, I had a lot of sisters. My mother has 12 daughters, no son. Wow. And so I'm second to last. And I've always been taught to be expressive, to accept what I have, love what I have. And I think in each day, I've learned more and more to appreciate that and grow to expand on that. People who know me will tell you, oh, nothing bothers her. As you asked a question earlier, and I think everything is designed in the universe to go the way it should. So it doesn't matter what we plan, it's how it's designed, it's going to turn out or happen. Work hard of it, of course, because the energy you create and send out is the energy you will get in return. So I just live each day to the moment. I am not a person who sits down and plan, you know. Yes, I put things in perspective to think what I want to be done for tomorrow and the days to come, but I don't live for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. I have to ask you again. I'm going back to your social media. You spoke about. I see where you, as you mentioned, your mother had 12 girls. You're the second to last. Earlier this year, a girl in Jamaica was killed, and you went to social media to express how you felt about that, and you know, just to share your views and how it is affecting you. And coming from a household with all females, how has the whole issue of crime and domestic violence and how it affects women, how has it affected you as a person? And you also have a daughter.
Right, and a mother of a daughter. I was just going to say, it affects me deeply. I remember growing up in Jamaica, and we used to give ourselves trouble how we were bored or probably just free. And I would wear little skimpy clothes. If I was that teenager back then, no, I don't know if I would be alive telling the story. I hate where my country has gone and where it's going with crime and violence. And there's a lot of excuse of why things happen and shouldn't happen. It affects me deeply. I love my country. I'm the only one from my family that's living in Jamaica, and I chose that. That option is my choice. I'm obsessed with my country. I love everything about my country up until the last 3 or 4 years, where crime and violence has been ridding the country of the love and the beautification that we have here. It affects me deeply. I want to know that our young women are free to be and go and do whatever it is that they want to do in the space of the law, of course. I don't know how else can I get to having this not happen. It's not a one situation, but I think this is why when I see certain things taking place and people all say everything, no, it's freedom of speech.
Right.
Can't be freedom of speech. It's you expressing how you feel. And how you feel, sometimes you might have control to it, but somebody else who you're sending this energy into don't. So I still think we need to take a little more responsibility in how we spread violence and crime.
Right.
Nobody's to grow anybody's child, but let's be real. As
Right.
public figures, we do have an impact how we tell somebody who's looking for nurture, for how
Absolutely.
we tell somebody who's lacking attention in their own home. So when you're going to say, oh, you don't make me do this. Yes, you do. It's one thing to see an overseas artist that you'll never meet. But when you have your own islander, a Jamaican is doing it, somebody that you think you can relate to tells you, take a gun and go shoot your brother down. It's a message. There are weak individuals. There are individuals in this country who are looking for somebody to help them, to guide them in whichever way that's possible. And let's be real. When you have an icon, I started wearing X-rated clothes in Jamaica, and I had a lot of young women following me. Don't tell me I'm not influential on them wanting to wear shorts that they might wear, but choose not to, but because I did it, and I did it to them in a graceful way, they might want to do it. So you have to be careful as a speaker. Not everybody has a voice, but as entertainers, as public speakers, as politicians, as people with media, you on the radio right now have a voice. You could reach one person or 1 million person. So what you send out in that microphone to somebody who is vulnerable, weakened at the moment, are just looking for an excuse. You have that power to let them do certain things.
Right.
So I want to tell Jamaicans, I'm speaking to Jamaica because this is where my interest lies. This is where it's affecting me. You have to be mindful of what you're telling people to do. You're not saying it to hurt anybody, because in your mind, you don't have that realness of what you're saying. But words are powerful. We've been taught this from where JAIRIE. Words are powerful. No artist or public figure is going to tell somebody directly to take a gun. But if you make that seem so powerful and so refreshing and so glamorous, you don't know whose mind needs that.
Right.
So I'm saying to them, we all have a hand in how we guide the youths of tomorrow.
That was a good one. That deserves some. From exactly. You heard me?
No.
Where in Jamaica are you from exactly? Where are you from?
In Jamaica we have class, different. So they would put me in uptown.
Yeah, uptown. I knew that. Exactly that. So you pretty much just, gave us your all just now. But if there was one thing about Jamaica that you could change, we know it's the crime. But give us something else.
It wouldn't be the crime, because the crime don't come from nowhere. The crime comes from people. So the one thing I would change most about Jamaica, it's the people. We're loving, caring people with a temper, and we need to focus on changing the people. What's creating this kind of violence in us? The violence is not in the air, because I would never kill somebody. It would take self-defense to another level for me to get to that. But then I'm not that. Everybody's not me. So the first thing I would try to change is the mindset of the people. Nobody owes you anything. Let's first remember that. Once your mother have you at 18, she owes you nothing. The country owes you nothing. The government owes you nothing. So stop blaming people for when your life goes a certain way. We have to start owning our problems, owning our faults, and work at them. If we started to be a little more caring and loving with each other, we would not have crime and violence here. So the first thing we need to do is start loving ourselves more so we can then love others.
Exactly. I agree. I've been saying that about Jamaica for a long time. It's time for them to it's too small for this. I've been saying for the longest that we need something. I don't know what it is, but it's stressing me out too, Carlene. Trust me.
Yeah,
it's just my little area.
But when you have a daughter killing her mother, you know something is missing, and this is not a mental person, because it's okay when things happen, because when you have minds that's not in its fullest or sick, you have an excuse. But what happened when there is none? A father and his son, this was on the news a couple months ago. He didn't like what his son was doing to a co-worker, and you just shoot your son,
yeah.
Cold-blooded. The camera captured it. You just shoot your son. And when he shot him, instead of being remorseful or sorry, he kicked him out of the way.
And drove off. Yeah.
And drove off. This was on video. We saw this on the news. So just telling you, where are we going? This is his son, not an enemy, no. His child that he grew, nurtured, and then you turn around and you shoot him because you disagree with what, it just tells you it starts with us.
Carlene, I agree. I know for my little area right now, South Side, the crime rate is at an ultimate high. It stresses me out because it's my area. You know what I mean? It's South Side, Tel Aviv. It's small downtown. The crime rate down there.
And they're warring with each other. There's no forgiveness. There's no love. It's not outside people.
They all go together. They're all family and friends.
They just killed. Oh my gosh, I need to send this out too. They just killed that little 16-year-old girl in Trenchtown, one of those garrisons.
Arnett, Trenchtown.
Yeah. And what we're being told is that the person who shot her, she knows.
Yep.
16 years old. Come on.
Wow.
What mindset is there for you to want to kill your fellow brother or sister?
Yeah, it's sad.
It's sad. It's really sad. We had a call. Carlene, someone just called in. I guess they wanted to ask you something, but they hung up when they called back. But Carlene, before you leave though, is it possible for me to get a little butterfly sample? You're the original dancehall queen. You created it.
I asked her earlier.
You created it. I want to see.
Carlene, no butterfly no more.
Nope, no pressure if you're not. If you're not set up, if the setup is not convenient.
Oh wait, Carlene, we have a caller. Hold on 1 second. Caller, you're live. We're on with the queen of dancehall.
Beautiful. I'm listening to a conversation called Carlene's conversation. I'm very impressed. It's very, very inspiring to teenagers. I'm wondering, where should I know? Where should you living at?
Where are you living now, Carlene?
I don't hear you.
Hey, Carlene, can you hear me?
Very intelligent. And very inspiring. Where are you?
Can she hear? Can she hear me?
I live in Kingston, Jamaica.
She's in Kingston.
Oh, you're in Kingston. Beautiful. I wondered, definitely we need a person like you in Jamaica to maybe work for member of parliament and culture, member of parliament.
Run for parliament?
Well, Carlene, apparently you cannot hear the caller, but what the caller is saying is that he needs somebody like you to be in representational politics. He's so impressed with you. You need to be a member of parliament.
I've always been asked to do that. My reason for not doing it is you do change, because you go into parliament with one concept of certain things, but it's 61 other members that's going to make you how it should be. I don't want to change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, Carlene, you didn't answer me though. Am I going to get a little butterfly sample or no? No? All right. So.
Not tonight. I agree. Carlene, I agree with you. I will be her defense attorney. I will be her defense attorney. I agree because
you want me to do it? From what I remember, I was a little girl growing up watching you butterfly, okay? And I think I might have it.
No. Carlene, you created a dance.
No, let
We
me
just want to.
no, let me tell you
For
why.
2
No,
seconds.
I am the
Come
difference.
to Dancehall Queen competition night and you will see me do the dance.
You don't see how Carlene say, you don't see the setup. The setup is
You
how it
dance
is
and
right
you style
now.
with the girl them like. You're queen butterfly.
I want to thank you. And this is not the first. This is the first, but this is certainly not the
I'm not hearing you.
This is the first, but it's certainly not the last of your visit to Flash Forward. I want to talk to you when you come up here. I want to talk to you more with when you're starting the show, so we can follow up and talk a little bit more about what's going on. Even when you do start the show, maybe talk to you about the progress and how's it going. Maybe each week or every other week, just to see how the competition is going along. Right?
Most definitely.
Exactly.
So I want to say a big good night to my family, all my family, Pinky, Lorraine, Corona, Janet, Janelle, Shane, Damian, Ayana, Shanice, everybody in New York and California. But I want to send my very special big up to my other half, Ryan. Hi, Ryan. Crystal.
Crystal in New York. And don't forget Jada. Don't forget Jada.
Yeah, Jada is right here. My technical director.
I want to thank you so much for joining the Flash Forward team tonight. We appreciate this call. We appreciate the interview. You've been enlightened us by far. Believe me, I'm just so inspiring. And believe me, I know Lawman is infatuated right now because.
So Carlene now dance.
Leave Carlene alone.
I'll dance the next time I come to the studio, I'll dance.
Exactly so. Right answer. Carlene, thank you so much. Big up yourself on behalf of JAIRIE Radio and the Flash Forward team. I want to say thank you. Have a good night and continue on your reign as the #1 dancehall queen, okay?
Thank you.
People know real quick your Instagram so they can know.
Dancehall Queen Carlene on Instagram, and you can also go to Slow Wine on Instagram to order my sweet potato pudding and my slow wine. Let's go Dancehall Queen Carlene on Instagram.
Baby, go and try to audition for this show. You want to be the next dancehall queen? Contact Dancehall Queen Carlene. Carlene, thank you so much and have a blessed night, okay?
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
You dance and you style with the girl them like. You're queen butterfly. All the girl that come to the butterfly. Listen, Jixie King and Tony Curtis. I'm mercy.
Do you get the new relic?
Butterfly.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Mashing up the whole district. Driving all the young girls wild.
Butterfly.
Come and do the butterfly.
Woman, girl, you know dance butterfly is on the latest style. The latest style when the girls them like. Dance butterfly is on the latest style. Some girl them a dream of them can't do it when woman. Open out the foot like a ride, you a ride. Then not you need, then start it stick like. Now this one call the butterfly. Spit in the sky, go surely fall in the eye. On a lie, wicked piece of fly, man. This one is the butterfly. Watch me. Giddy up. New style come up.
Guys, I'm getting messages from people. They're like, someone just texted me and said, this is a great, that was a dope comeback episode to the Great Flash Forward. So listen, people on that episode, the first episode back. Next week.
Up and running.
Next week, up and running.
Up and running.
Up and running. Dollface will be back next week, you guys. We don't know sure you won't know what we have in store until week, but we'll be back next Tuesday. Don't go anywhere. It's the Flash Forward crew. We are back. Only on JAIRIE. I'm gonna pick the count line.
Them days.
Awesome. People stay tuned for it. Come up on the 25th. We got Yellow and White up here. The Polo Classic. Let's go. What's that? July 18th? July 18th. Let's go. I'm in there.
Where you going after work tonight?
What's that? Tuesday or
Tuesday.
Tuesday. I'm gonna be there. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, people. Listen to me. My DJ is be at 72 tonight. Come back to walk. DJ Top Man. See you next Tuesday. Big up my favorite DJ. Big up my guy.
Mr. Crump the Nerd. You heard?